Welcome to my side of the internet. My name is Mark Anthony, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 30 style items you should have by the age of 30. Now, because this would take me a very long time to record and a very, very long time to edit, what I'm going to do is do a part one and a part two. So the part one is just going to focus on first 15 items, and then part two is going to be the last 15 items. These are in no particular order, and also before I get into it, do you really need any of these things? No. We only need food, shelter, and water. I get that. So I just want to make sure I say that before that comment comes up. Also, I'm going to make sure these are relatively affordable, and most of them are actually pretty unisex. So most of these can apply to men and women. Actually, I think all of them can. So let me get right into the first 15 items, and part two should be coming in a couple of weeks. So let's start off with item number one. So like I said, these are in no particular order, but the first item should be a gold and silver timepiece. So I think your first investment in a timepiece should be one with a gold and silver hardware, just so you get that mixture of the two metals. You'll be able to mix and match with all kinds of accessories. This is one that I have on. It has a black face. I would recommend a white face if you're going something with a little bit more simplicity, but a black face really does make a bold statement. I don't know how that's showing up on camera. I'll have a different angle of it for you. But I think that a gold and silver watch looks so classic. It's gonna last you forever. I recommend getting one with a 39 to 42 millimeter. I think if it's a little too big, it looks a little cheap. Honestly, even if it is an expensive brand, I feel like a big face automatically cheapens the watch. So 39 to 42 millimeters is the golden ratio for a face. This watch is Beluva, I believe, a great watch brand. It was gifted to me, so I don't know what the cost is. Normally are they around, I want to say about 300 is the range for a Beluva watch. You can pick these up also in like a Marshalls, a Nordstrom Rack, a TJ Maxx. You can get decent quality watches there as well. So gold and silver watch, item number one. Next up is going to be a cable knit sweater. To me, a cable knit sweater is the only grown-up sweater outside of a cashmere sweater, but I'm recommending cable knit because cashmere can really play with the budget a little bit. So we're gonna stick to cable knit for now. This one is 100% cotton from J. Crew. I believe it's on sale right now, so I'll make sure that I link it below. It really reminds me of the Ralph Lauren one, which I also love, but it's about $300. And the Gucci one that I love, but that sweater is about $1,100, and I'm not doing that. So this one is a great alternative, and I actually do like the colors on this a little bit better. I think the Gucci one has red. This one is blue and green, a little bit more in the lane that I like. To me, this is a great meet the parent sweater. I got this in a size large because I like a little bit more of an oversized effect with sweaters, but you can get it in a more fitted or tailored option. It'd be great with an Oxford underneath. This will look great with a blue Oxford. Actually, I think that's how it's styled on the website. So a cable knit sweater would be the next item I would recommend to have before your 30s. You can also find these in most thrift stores. You can come across some cable knit sweaters if you want to save even more money, but this J. Crew one is the business. I'm trying to tell you, trust me. Next up is going to be a collection of basic turtlenecks, much like this mock neck that I'm wearing from Zara. I have these in every color. I recommend a mock neck if you're a little bit on the shorter side. I'm 5'8", so I usually tend to like mock necks because they don't make me look too, stocky. So turtlenecks in every color. These come in every price point from most retailers. I say just pile up on them over the years. Build your collection of turtlenecks. Much like the turtlenecks, the next item is going to be a collection, and that is a collection of decent t-shirts. So this t-shirt that I'm wearing here is Calvin Klein. Let me tell y'all something about Calvin Klein. Calvin Klein is going to put their name on everything. You can't really see it in this footage here, but the Calvin Klein insignia is toward the bottom. But I love the way these shirts fit, and I love the way the fabric feels. So again, pick your retailer. I like J. Crew t-shirts. I also like the more heathered t-shirts from H&M, not the flat cotton ones, but the more heathered ones. Who else do I like? I like the Goodfellow t-shirts at Target too. And I'm trying to think, what is the last favorite t-shirt? Uniqlo. I like Uniqlo t-shirts. So pick your favorite t-shirt brands, figure out what fit works for you, whether it's crew neck, scoop neck, or V-neck. I tend to go for a V-neck or scoop neck when it comes to t-shirts, and build your collection of quality t-shirts by the time you hit 30. You don't want to look dusty with, some $9 pack of, 4 t-shirts that get dingy after a while. So make sure you're really stepping up your t-shirt games as you approach your 3-0s. The next item, and I swear by this, is dark indigo denim with gold stitching. Pull up close. This is the dress pant of denim, okay? Dark denim with gold stitching is the dress pant of denim. Nothing is sexier than dark denim with gold stitching. I would recommend that you get a super high quality version of this and just break them in. Don't do the mass market denim. Get that really good quality denim and break them in. These are Levi's. I think I picked these up at, I don't remember. It's been a while. I've had them for a while. These are a little bit more stretchy. I think I'm actually going to invest in what I just said, a high quality denim that I can actually break in over the years. But whenever I want to get dressy with denim, this is the type of denim that I go for. So dark denim with gold stitching for sure. The next bottom that I think you should, the next pair of trousers that I think you should invest in is a cream or taupe pant. If you are not wearing cream, taupe, or white pants, off-white pants, you are childish, okay? You need an everyday cream, taupe, or off-white pant in the same way you need an everyday black pant, okay? If you don't wear sort of lighter tan pants or pants in that color wave, I'm gonna think you're childish. Next up is going to be a trench coat. Now, I recently saw somewhere that trench coats were trending. That's crazy to me. How is a trench coat trending? That's a classic staple item that I think you should have. This one here I picked up from Ralph Lauren. I think it was about $400. I got it from Macy's a while back for my birthday. I would recommend a classic khaki rain-resistant trench. It will last you forever. You can pull it out for mostly all seasons and all occasions. So it's a great investment piece in terms of outerwear. I like the Ralph Lauren one with the more argyle buttons, but there's a ton of great ones on ASOS that you can find. You can also find, and I have many trench coats in other colors from thrift stores. Another great place to source amazing trench coats. I actually got last year a London Fog army green trench coat for $25 in like super brand new condition. So thrift stores are a great resource for trench coats for sure. The next outerwear piece that I'm going to recommend is a black overcoat. This one here is French Connection and it stops at the knee. I would recommend that you start off with one that stops at the knee. If you're not that comfortable, maybe a pea coat length. I wouldn't go longer, even though personally I prefer much longer coats. But I think this one is more traditional and classic. This is kind of the one that I would wear to work if we were still working in the office. It has this sort of faux fur design, or actually it's velour, more velour design on it. It will always be a moment. Not much more I need to say about a black overcoat. You definitely should have one at this big 3-0 age, for sure. Next outerwear piece that I'm going to recommend is going to be a leather blazer. Now, in your 30s, the leather blazer is really the step up from the leather jacket. Okay, much like the cream pant, if you're not wearing a leather blazer, you're childish, okay? Get you a leather blazer. This one, I believe, is faux leather. It's from Zara. And I think I paid about $120 for it. Zara has great faux leather. In my opinion, they do faux leather the best. It's so soft and so buttery. So get you a faux leather blazer at this point. ASOS also has a ton of options too that are relatively affordable, and they're real leather too. I think I just picked up one from ASOS recently. In my humble opinion, a leather blazer is how adults do leather. So definitely pick you up one ASAP. The next item that I'm going to recommend is going to be a charcoal suit. I'm going to do a full breakdown of this one day, not right now because I think this video would be way too long. But in my opinion, your first investment in a suit should be a charcoal suit for many reasons. I think it's one of the most versatile colors. I think it's the color that will go through any season. I also think it's a color that will go through any occasion. So I definitely believe that your first suit, okay, if not your most invested suit, should be a charcoal one. This one is Gianni Freud, I think I'm pronouncing that right. It's from ASOS. I think it was about $600 full price. It's 100% wool. It has this great texture on it. Of course, you can get a flat charcoal suit without any print on it. I had a charcoal suit many years ago. My first sort of pricey suit, I think it was Kenneth Cole. It was charcoal. I bought it back in the day. I wore it to death. So of course it came apart. It was the only suit that I had for years. But definitely I have many charcoal suits now, but this is the one that's the most recent purchase. So I wanted to throw this one in here. Definitely make sure you have a charcoal suit by 30. Get into shoes. Now, I'm not gonna spend too much time on shoes because I feel like with jewelry, footwear is very specific and very unique to the individual. But I am gonna recommend two classic footwear you should have by the age of 30. One is going to be a tassel loafer. Now, see, I would recommend that you get one where the sole isn't too thick and it isn't too thin, okay? The reason I say too thick is because that really gears more on the trendy side. Of course, we know that's very current right now. And I say too thin because that's really going to determine the wearability of it, right? So if the sole's a little bit thicker, it'll probably last a little bit longer, whereas if it's a little thin and you wear it to death, you know, the shoe is going to be ruined and it's very quickly. Also, the thing with a thin loafer, a thin-soled loafer, is that, you know, depending on your weight and how your weight fluctuates, it'll really determine how you carry the shoe. So just get one with like a medium thick sole. That's probably gonna have a lot more longevity in your wardrobe than either too thick or too thin. And of course, I'm gonna recommend that you get the Doc Marten ones. To me, this is the perfect example of the perfect loafer to have. Plus, for the price point, I think they were $150. They feel super high quality. So I'm gonna make sure that I link those below. And what I just discovered recently, because I bought those, I wanna say in 2020, they have these in a bunch of different colors now, which is exciting. I've seen two that I want to pick up soon. So I'll make sure that I link those below too. The next piece of footwear, of course, this should come as no surprise, is a classic basic white sneaker. Now, the thing with a white sneaker with no design on it is that you can really focus on everything else in the outfit, you know. So it really lends itself to letting you play around with the outfit and just letting the sneaker just kind of be there. It really is a great default shoe. And if you don't like dress shoes or don't really lead a lifestyle where you need to own a lot of dress shoes, just get you a basic white sneaker or a basic black sneaker. I think I'm showcasing a basic black one here because I can't find my white ones. But the thing with these type of shoes is people are very forgiving with you being dressed up everywhere else and just having on a basic sneakers. Okay, so next up we are getting into accessories. So I only have a couple of accessories that I want to recommend in part one of this video. So let me give you the first one, and that is a tan belt and a black belt with gold hardware. Now, if gold hardware isn't your thing, of course, go for silver hardware. I just think gold hardware looks a little bit more expensive and a little bit more luxurious, so I would recommend starting with those if you want a more luxe experience. The next accessory that you should have by the age of 30 is a pair of black Wayfarer glasses. These are from Key or Quay. I'm pretty sure I heard Key somewhere. This shape of glasses looks great on every face and body type and weight and color and everything. It's the most basic pair of glasses that you can have. And what I love about these in particular is they are really super decent quality for relatively affordable glasses, so I didn't really spend a lot of money on them. I think they were $65. Also, did you know that wayfarer means traveler on foot? Just figured that out when I researched what the name of this glasses shape is. But anyway, you should have a pair of flat black wayfarer glasses, just as much like the basic sneaker, just a default pair of sunglasses that you don't really have to think about too much when you're styling it with other pieces in your wardrobe. Last item that I'm going to showcase for part 1 of 30 things you should have by 30 is going to be a weekend bag. A weekend bag. This is to add to, of course, your usual luggage, but if you're going to spend a night at somebody's house and you're putting your stuff in a trash bag or a Marshall's tote or something like that, you need to invest in a decent weekend bag. This one is Briggs & Riley. I'm not really sure how much it costs. I'm not really sure where it's from. I got it as a gift for I think my 29th birthday. I remember mentioning to a friend that I needed an updated weekend bag because I think I had some dusty one from H&M or something, and I received this one for Christmas. I have currently stuffed it with laundry for the purpose of this video, so I have dirty clothes in here right now. You definitely need a decent weekend bag, just in case you're doing a real quick trip or you got a booty call or something like that. You don't have to stuff your whole clothes in, a trash bag or some Family Dollar bag or something. Get you a decent quality bag that you can just pull out whenever you need to. Okay, and that's it. That wraps up part 1 of 30 things you should have by 30. Of course, I'm going to make sure that I link what I can below. Part 2 should be coming soon. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. If you feel inclined, subscribe. Stick around because I have a lot more content coming in the next fall. I'm really going to try to grind it out between November and December. I'm coming back for a work trip next week, so after that, I'm not gonna say I have time because I don't know if they come across this video. I want to keep my job, but I am gonna have a little bit more downtime to really generate new ideas. So that's it. Again, part 2 will be coming soon, and I will make sure by the time I post that one that I link part 2 in the description box of this one, just in case you see this video later. And thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.